great North Carolina, we've got a super majority. What that means is we have got 2 Republican senators, we've got a Republican governor, a Republican lieutenant governor, we've got a Republican House and a Republican Senate in North Carolina. What we've got to do is we've got to make sure that we can keep our Republican majorities, and that's where all of you and your friends are going to come on in. We need boots on the ground to keep our state red. We also need your help in making sure our judiciary stays red. That's the most important race this year out of whatever anybody else tells you. It's keeping our judiciary red. We've got an important election coming up in 2016 for our North Carolina Supreme Court. The fellow's name is Bob Edmonds, and there's been a change in the North Carolina law and how we're going to elect him this year. Instead of voting his name, you have to vote for, because it's called a retention election. If Bob Edmonds loses his seat, we may lose the North Carolina Supreme Court to the liberals, and we do not want that. Reason being is, when our state legislature does, you have an activist judge that can undo it. But more importantly than the North Carolina Supreme Court is our North Carolina Appellate Court. Our North Carolina Appellate Court right now has 4 seats that are up for election. 3 of them are held by Republicans, and we've got to make sure we can keep that majority on that appellate court system. So learn who your judges are and be involved in that. The reason the appellate court is so important is they hear over 1,700 cases a year. Our North Carolina Supreme Court only hears about 90. So the appellate court, we have to keep it red. Can you all help me keep it red?
Yes!
Can you get your friends to help us keep it red as well? Because that's what we need. North Carolina's got the 6th largest delegation count, and we changed from a winner-take-all to proportional. What that means is that for every presidential candidate coming through North Carolina, they're going to be able to get a little piece to vote for them at the Republican National Convention that's going to be held in Cleveland, Ohio in July. So it's going to be real important for North Carolina because we are going to have a lot of the presidential candidates, all the presidential candidates, are going to be coming through North Carolina. So let your friends know. Make sure you're attending those events. So we've got to go ahead and keep North Carolina red by getting a governor, keeping the governor. Who likes Roy Cooper? Glad to know that. Let's keep 3 strikes and you're out, right? You did not defend North Carolina for Obamacare when we said no to state exchanges. He did not stand up for the VIVA bill. And the last thing that he went ahead and did is he did not vote or go ahead and defend North Carolina in the marriage amendment, did he? No. If he can't even do that as Attorney General, how is he going to do good for North Carolina as our governor? We need help keeping Pat McCrory in as our governor, and we're going to need help re-electing Dan Forrest. So if you haven't signed up to work on a campaign yet, make sure you sign up to work on a campaign because we're going to need it. If you haven't gone ahead and registered 5 of your friends to vote, make sure you're getting your friends to register to vote as well because we need younger voters here in North Carolina. People say you're the future of our party. No, you're not. You're the present of our party right now. I want to go ahead and recognize what Senator Tom over here said. He's right. In this crowd right here today, we've got future House members, future Senate members, we've got the next governor, lieutenant governor, and we've got the next chairman of the North Carolina Federation of College Republicans here today as well. So give yourselves a great big hand for being here and being a participant in our state and North Carolina. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here.